Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show again. And this time I'm joined by Ryan Tan from Johor Bahru, a very interesting guest because he's going to talk about a very interesting topic that's close to all our hearts, which is the topic of money, specifically literacy, financial literacy or money literacy or knowledge about money and also how you handle money. So Ryan, how are you doing today?
Morning, coach. Morning, everybody. Hi, I'm doing good. Thank you for
Hello,
having me on your show.
glad to have you.
Same here, same here.
All right, can you just tell us a little bit about the whole concept of financial literacy? What is all about, and who is your focus audience?
So, financial literacy is talking about the how to manage money properly. Okay, because to financial
Okay.
literacy people, money is a resource,
Mm-hmm.
and with all resources, it's
Okay.
that so we have to manage it properly. Okay, but of course this sounds maybe a bit
Okay.
difficult for people to understand, so I have a more simpler way to explain financial literacy, which is the responsible
Okay.
way of spending money.
The responsibility of you
Responsible
said,
way of spending money.
responsible way of yeah, I'm sorry, our video is a little bit cut off here and there because of the line. We are doing online interview, so I hope the audience understands that and be a bit empathetic because we are having quite a bad line connection today. But anyway, you said being responsible about how we spend our money.
Yes,
Okay.
our
Um,
is from kids from as young as 6 years old all the way to 17 years old.
mhm. Oh, okay. So that's very interesting because don't we have to have some kind of qualification in order for us to understand money? Like what I understand is people who studied finances, for example, if you're in accounting or something like that, will understand more about money. But the general population have no clue about how to actually manage money. Can you elaborate a bit on that?
For those that study finance, let's say
Mhm.
economics, accounting, okay, or international business, what they are studying is the world in general or business in general.
Oh,
When it comes to
okay.
personal finance, it is not a subject officially yet.
Ah,
Just like
ah.
doctors are very good in healing other people, but when it comes to healing themselves, to be
Well, yeah, that's very true. I've seen nutritionists who are obese, So yeah, when it comes to yourself. So you're saying,
different.
you're saying when it comes to managing your own personal finances,
Mm.
things can get quite tricky. I think I would agree to that because when you manage other people's money, let's say you are a manager in a bank, you are not attached to emotionally, you're not attached to the money. But
Mm.
when it's your own money from your own wallet, that is a different issue, right?
Yes, it is. So, and how we use our money is based on our experiences that we accumulate over the many years that we have. So that could be good experience, it could be bad experience, and that affects how we
Hmm.
use our money.
Hmm. Are there people who have bad experiences but never learn because there's no structure to learn about how to manage that experience even?
Okay, bad experience could be due to family, it could be due to friends. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
if they do not realize it, their mindset will be trapped in that bad experience, and they will not get out of it. So, what
Ah,
I'm
okay.
trying to do is to give good experience to the kids so that they know money is just a tool. It is not something that they want.
Mm.
Okay, money is not the most important thing, but money allows
Okay.
you to get the important things in life. The question here is that
Ah,
the person must know what is important. It could be health, it could be a big house, it could be overseas travel, but this person must understand what this item will bring and what amount of money that is needed to exchange for it.
very interesting concept. And that by itself actually can change our paradigm about how we look at money, and could even lower our stress, because some people they measure their level of success to the level of their bank account.
Mm.
And when the bank account is not to their expectation, and they are very stressful, and they try to do something about trying to bring in more money. So that becomes in itself stressful.
Yes, correct. So money is actually a tool.
Ah,
Okay, it's a tool.
okay,
Kids are
okay, all right,
happy with toys. They are not happy with
okay.
money in their savings account.
Uh, yeah, they're happy with the money that you have in your saving account, so that you can buy the toys for them.
For them. So
You buy the toys for them.
example
Okay.
shows that actually we should be looking for the toys. We need to know what toys we want, and
Mhm.
money is just a tool to achieve it.
Okay. You touched on something very interesting there. Okay, how do you teach children the value of money? Because as adults, most adults, I would say, know the value of money, and appreciate the value of money if they learn from their experience. But children, what kind of tools or methodology do you use in order for them to understand this concept of money? Because I think as parents, we always wonder, when we say something is expensive, children will just say, well, you just take it from your ATM, just you just put in your card and the money will just come out. What's the problem? So I want what I want. Okay, so how do you teach them these values?
So for children, it's the same. They
Mhm.
they work with carrot and stick. Okay, so for our
Okay,
we use
sure.
carrot more. So we dangle
Okay.
prizes, we dangle actual toys for them, and they have to work for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the same
Okay.
like adults.
Ah,
For adults, it could be a European holiday. It could be
all
a
right.
Mercedes Benz. This is the toys.
Okay.
Carrot. So they will work hard, save more money, get a second income to save up for, let's say, the European holiday or the Mercedes Benz. So for kids, it's
Ah,
and it's actually a lot more simpler to let them do it. The problem is that a lot of parents they will say no, it is expensive,
mhm. Okay.
and when they do that, they do not allow the kid to have an opportunity to learn about the value.
Ah, all
So
right.
as an adult, so let's say if you wanted a Mercedes Benz,
All right.
your father, your friends, and your wife tells you you cannot get it. It's too expensive. You can't afford it.
Okay.
Don't have the capability.
Okay.
Don't think about it. What will you feel?
Okay. I will. Well, I still want it. So sometimes I go against people's advice. Sometimes I do follow their advice.
Hmm.
So if we have that kind of difficulty as adults, and we have a lot of mental filters, how about children? How do you teach them?
Because they have lesser mental filters. The first objection
Ah,
you place to them will cut them off.
okay. So for them, it's easier to teach children than to teach adults.
Correct. The first is not to say no to them. You don't
Okay.
them immediately.
Okay.
Them, why do you want it? How are
Okay.
you
You tell them why you want it. Okay.
How are you going to achieve it? Let them
Okay.
going
Okay.
to tell you. Then their mind is working. Their mind is thinking, okay, I have this goal. I don't have enough money. How can I reach it? Then the mind will start to turn and exercise, and this is how the kid will learn about the value of money. In the process,
Okay. Mhm.
is this really what I want with the effort that I have to put in to get this?
All right. Interesting. So you have something like a game, activity-based lessons, action lessons that they do something and they get something.
Yes. So in our course, they now previously before MCO is face to face. So every level
Mhm.
they will have every class they will have salary. Then at the
Okay.
end level,
Oh,
they will accumulate their salary and they will bid auction for prizes to bring home. And after
all
MCO,
right. Interesting.
we have online classes now. So we also have an app
Mhm.
that they can do the auction every week.
Okay. So
Uh,
it's through auction and also getting some kind of salary that they
yes.
understand the concept of the accumulation of money or wealth, if you like.
Mm.
All right. Have you okay? How long is the duration for your program?
We have classes from 6 years old all the way to 17 in the total of
All
11
right.
levels. So
11 levels.
we cover almost all the subjects, let's say from as simple as savings to as
Mhm.
complicated as shares, futures, even forex. For those that's
Wow.
yes, for those 16, 17 when they're about to get to work, even credit cards or even insurance. Uh,
Okay.
a wide
So
range
it's
of
so you mm,
mm,
so you teach them all the or rather you get them to understand all the financial tools available at their disposal. So when they are ready, when they start earning money, they have a pretty good idea about how this money is going to work for them.
mm. In the primary level, that means 12 years old and below,
Mhm.
is more on the mindset,
Okay.
budget, how to set goal, and why you need to make this decision. Can your decision be delayed?
All right.
Okay, just like
All
iPhone
right.
12 was just launched. You can buy
Mm-hmm.
iPhone 12
Mm-hmm.
on the first day, but you can also buy iPhone
Right.
12 12 months later. The,
Ah.
the iPhone 12,
Okay.
there's no change, correct? But if you buy 12
Yeah.
later, would it be the same price as on the first day?
No, I don't think so. And that goes with any other phone.
Ah,
Okay.
is
Okay.
that for the same item, same capability, same
Mm-hmm.
camera, if I delay 12
Right.
months time, I spend time, I can pay lesser. So these
I'll
are the
see.
decisions
Okay. I've heard
teach the kids when they're young.
decisions. Oh, so these are decisions that you teach the kids to make when they're okay. So yeah, I've heard of this concept from emotional intelligence. The research done by Dr. Daniel Goleman, and he calls it delayed gratification, which means
Yes,
you don't buy on impulse. You delay what you want.
yes. And delayed
Okay.
gratification, it is not easy to teach, even for adults, even to adults.
No, no. I wonder how. Okay, just give me okay for the parents who are watching out there. Just give a tip how to teach. If you can teach this one aspect in this interview, it will be a very valuable lesson. How do you teach children delayed gratification? Because a lot of kids, they want something in a toy shop, they don't get it, they drop on the floor and they cry and they make so much noise that the parents so embarrassed that they just buy the stuff, although
Mm,
this kid may have already the same item
at home.
13 or 14 items at home. So how do you teach this? Right.
Dangle a bigger carrot. You show them a bigger
Dangle a bigger, sorry,
A-
you're losing this. Dangle a bigger reward.
Hmm.
Sorry?
A big
Okay.
reward, a bigger carrot. So you let them
So let's say your kid wants, you let them choose between what they want now and what they can have in future.
Yes.
Okay, that's very interesting. So if say a kid wants, okay, I want this truck, okay, toy truck. Okay, so you tell them, if you wait until it's your birthday, I'll give you a truck and the cars that come with the truck.
Yes.
That you can put in the truck. Okay. Very interesting.
But you don't put a very long time frame. Put a short time frame.
Okay.
Maybe 1 month later or 2 months later. Because kids
Okay.
have that long attention span to wait.
I see. Okay. So you make sure also when the time comes, you have to fulfill the promise. Otherwise, they won't trust.
Yes.
They think that you are just using this as an excuse not to buy that item.
No, because the item is paid for by themselves. That means you are using the time to ask them to work for that item. So like my son loves dinosaurs. My house can open a Jurassic Park already. Yes, so can open Jurassic Park, and he still wants. And now his request has upgraded. The toy that he wants is not available in Malaysia. It's available in US.
Oh God. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So sorry?
It's not in Malaysia yet, this toy. So he asked me about it. So I showed him. It is US dollars $49.99.
Okay.
But shipping is about additional 25 US dollars. So adds up about 75. Okay.
Malaysian ringgit, yeah.
No, that's dollars, 75 US dollars.
Wow. Okay.
So I asked him, okay, I asked him, why do you want to buy this? His first answer to me was that it is not sold here in Malaysia. Then I asked him
back, so you want something unique.
It's not, your answer to me is not correct. It is not sold here. It's not the reason why you are buying. It's because it is unique, as what you say. But as adult, you know. But as kid, we have them to answer correctly. So the reason why you is because it is unique and it's only sold in US. So he gave me the answers, like the toys that he has now does not have this feature, does not have that, the color, whatever. He can even tell me materials are made in China, not so, because we did buy him some cheap dinosaurs.
Okay.
So,
okay.
The comparison.
Okay.
Pairing, I said, okay, since you know what you want and you are clear about it, tell me, how are you going to pay for it?
All right. Okay. He is going to pay for it, yeah?
Yeah, then he go and find all his dongkong, like piggy bank, okay? Find money, okay? Then he say he short a little bit. Because last year, MCO, there was no allowance because he was not in school.
Okay. So you can okay, I understand that.
Chinese New Year to
so
get
now it's back in. Okay.
So
the ang pao from Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Okay.
This year we are not visiting a lot of people because of CMCO, and a lot of our relatives are still overseas. They can't come back. So you find other ways to get that money. Once you reach, then we talk about it. So he's finding ways to get money now. So I think the point here is that to parents is that allow your kid to explore and give them the direction. Don't reject them. And if they really come up with a very good business plan, your kid is good.
Okay, okay, all right. So it is an education process that you as parents and as for the children, it's also something good that like a coaching process of how you as a parent coach them how to use money responsibly and also think about money and have a good attitude about money. That's excellent. It actually should be something that's taught in school, right?
Yes, it should be. And I think last year or the year before, the national level, they have this financial literacy roadmap. Okay, because I think Bank
Okay.
Negara did the survey, and they actually found out that actually, I think you know, PTPTN, there's a lot of people that owe money to PTPTN. All right, so
Yes.
and credit card debt is actually increasing, especially with youngsters. And they are finding that there are more and more below 40s that are being declared bankrupt in Malaysia.
My God.
So all
Wow.
this actually points to a so-called scenario whereby now we are having easy credit. To get a credit card isn't that hard. Even now, you want to buy a car, if you are blacklist, I'm sure you go buy this car sales places, they will sure blacklist boleh
Oh
atau
yeah.
deposit, you can get a car.
Yeah. That is horrible. That just makes the matter worse, right?
Right.
Here you are trying to teach financial literacy, and there's these people who say if you are blacklisted, we will still give you the money. I know what goes on behind that kind of thinking. I mean, how is that possible, then?
I'm not sure, but the interest rate for a car, if you have, I mean, for people that own a car, you know, it is always the same. Interest rate for car is level. It is not like housing, decrease one. So
Okay.
a higher purchase loan is actually a loan that you should avoid if possible. Okay, unless you know how to use advantage. That means you buy and sell cars within before the market value drops.
I see.
It's a different.
Okay. Oh yeah.
For young,
Because
they won't know.
yes, unlike they won't know, right? For them, they just want the car and they will want the latest or the most trendy, and not thinking about the depreciation of the car. Unlike a house which appreciates over time, but the car will always depreciate. The first day you take out of the showroom, I think it depreciates by a certain percentage. If you want to return the car, you will not get the full value.
Even now, handphones you can buy on installment, and handphones are not cheap.
No, they are not. Okay.
So
very, very true.
Are not cheap now. You're talking about a few $1,000s, and they allow you to pay on installment. And this is where the problem comes in really.
Okay, so that is also another problem where people, the purchase is so easily made. Number one, you just use a plastic money. You don't actually count your money, so you don't feel like 1,000 ringgit is a lot. I think if you want to pay something 1,000 ringgit with 1 ringgit bills, you will feel that it's expensive and you may think twice about purchasing that item. But here you are, plastic money, and now it's not even plastic. You just wave your card in front of that terminal, and you're done.
Yes. So kids.
So it encourages impulsive buying then.
That's one. And kids are grown up in this environment. Okay. They see how you spend. They only learn about spending, and they only most kids, right? They know two things. One is too expensive. One, I use credit card. Okay. So they did not see the background of how parents work hard for it. That's where the
Okay, that's true.
is disconnected between the parent and the child. The parent
Right.
work hard so that they have the money, and they are more careful in spending it because they have to spend time and effort to exchange for it.
Mm.
The kid only see the spending. The kid did not go through the working process of earning the money. So the value of both is different. To the kid,
Mm.
my
Okay.
dad has money.
All right.
As long as
True.
that
Very true.
done. That is the value of money. My dad. The value equals to my dad. But for adults, equals to my work.
Ah. Yeah. So to the kid, my dad is my banker, and so to the adult, he has to get his employer to become the banker. So if the kid asks for so many things, it's then transferred to the employer. Hey, I want more salary. Now that also comes to a very interesting part of this interview. Have you had children who, because you said there's 11 levels of your program, so I'm sure those who have gone through a higher level,
Mm.
maybe level 7, 8, 9, they've learned more complicated uh, tools of finance,
Mhm.
giving advice to their parents, because I don't think adults are that literate when they compare themselves to the children who have gone through a financial literacy program.
They are not as certain parents are not as open. So there was once this secondary school kid. So secondary school kid, they have his own handphone. He's from international school.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
and now that you can actually earn money from YouTube, from TikTok.
Yes.
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 So the parent, I think is about my age, okay, do not understand why the kid actually spend time or even money on such items.
Okay.
So
All right.
I have to, because it was a parents' day, so the parent came with the kid. So I have to open up, because the kid also did not tell much to the parent, because secondary school kids, they might not be so close to their parents anymore. So they did
Yeah. Teenagers. Yeah.
teenagers, correct?
That's another problem.
So they did not tell the parent about this, but then the parent is always complaining that my kids spend too much time on making videos. Why I need to do this kind of thing? So I have to tell
Right.
the parent that, okay, your kid isn't doing something bad. It's something new, just that you don't understand. But I will still tell the kid that you need to focus on your studies, and you can do your videos.
Right.
You have extra time. This is extra income, because I teach them
Mm.
that you can earn an income. Okay,
Okay.
but you must know your priorities first. Okay,
Okay.
so
That's very
then
important.
to explain, because parents sometimes they don't understand, they are not used to the new environment. Let's say even esports is coming up, and there are people that earns a living as a professional gamer. They are, okay, in Asia.
Yes. Very true.
It is
Very true.
something that we have to accept, and learn and grow with it. Okay, so and kids now
Okay.
are very smart. You give them an iPad, how to operate it. No manual need.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. They're born with it. It's like
Yes,
they're so talented using IT and stuff.
and the highest YouTuber, the highest income, because every year YouTube will announce and the top YouTuber that earns the most. If you look at the top 10 YouTubers, top number one is a child. Number
Wow.
a child, and his name is called Ryan, same as me, but not me.
Ah. Okay.
Almost all the kids that I teach, right,
So
they know about this Ryan. because they watch his YouTube.
Ah,
And he's the top
okay.
YouTube.
Wow. So I'm sure he earns, he's a multi-millionaire by now,
He is.
if he's the top YouTuber.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that's also something that you cover in the class, the new ways of earning
Yes.
money.
This is
Mm,
something unavoidable. We cannot avoid exposing our kids to social media. We cannot. They will find out by themselves. And I would rather be next to them, guiding them on how to use social media than the one trying to prevent them from accessing social media and they find it from their friends.
Okay. Very interesting. Also, I think, do you also cover, when sometimes people have money
Mm,
and very successful.
mm,
We see artists, for example, I don't want to mention names, but successful artists and they're multimillionaires, but they end up their life taking their own life. They end up in drugs and things like that, because money will lead to other things as well in your life. So when you have everything, you have bought everything, what else? What else to try in life? So sometimes it could be drugs because when you have money,
yes.
you want to protect the money and you don't trust people and you don't have friends and that leads to other problems. Is that something that you cover as well?
Yes. That's why the primary level covers the mindset.
Mhm.
The
Okay, all
secondary
right.
level covers the tools, the ways of getting more money. Actually,
Mm,
um, more money does not solve more problems.
I know that. Yes, that's very true.
So
Yeah.
that so-called makes it difference with money. Okay,
Mm,
we have seen good
okay.
examples of millionaires that do charity work. We have also seen bad examples of multi-millionaires that do the wrong things with money.
Okay.
So
Right.
it's not money. Money is not at fault here. It is the
It's your attitude towards money.
yes, the person that uses the money. So that's why
Mm,
mindset
okay.
be must be correct first. And when the mindset is correct,
Okay.
money will come and they will know how to use it properly and help
Right.
people.
Okay. Good. Okay. I want to shift the subject a little bit to because we are talking about being entrepreneurs, and I'm very interested about you being an entrepreneur in the field of education and giving people financial literacy
Mm.
or providing that service. So, how do you get into this business, right?
And it's because of my child. I do not know how to
Ah,
teach them in a systematic way.
okay. So that's your big why.
Yes. So I know how I've been helping. I'm a financial certified financial consultant. So I help adults
Okay.
plan their finances.
Okay.
But this is all
Okay.
experience. So when it comes to my child,
Hmm.
it's a blank piece of paper. I do not know how to teach them step by step.
So although you've been teaching adults how to manage their money, I think you've been a financial consultant for the past 14, 15 years,
10 years.
and it's about 4 or 5 years ago that you focus on and it's a very very noble effort to give financial literacy to children because that saved them a lot of trouble later on when they are in the employment world
Mm.
and having credit cards and loans and whatnot, sale and all this. I call them enemies to your saving.
So kids are easier to teach. In fact, that's why
Okay.
kids are easier to teach. Just that we have to give them the correct information. We have to guide them,
Hmm.
and they will be able to explore themselves.
Okay. What are your challenges in setting up a business or consulting business in the area of giving financial literacy to the public?
My biggest challenge is there's a few lah. So the biggest one is that this topic or this subject is not well known. People never
Okay.
that money can be taught, especially to kids.
Okay.
They always feel that my kids is too young. I'm a parent. I handle all their money. But actually, this is
Okay.
why
So,
kids have issues because they are not given the opportunity to handle money under supervision.
mm,
So when they are given money
okay.
without any supervision, they will go haywire.
Yeah. So this you are selling a service.
Mm,
It's not something physical. Number one, that's always difficult because people don't see your product,
yes.
and you are selling something that is not only something that people don't see, but it's also something that is not a popular topic. It's not a popular subject.
Mm.
So that makes it double difficult. How do you market a product such as this?
So we have to. It will be a very niche market. Okay, it's a very niche market.
Okay.
Of course, first,
Yes.
I because I have the passion for this, and I find it
All
as
right.
very important.
Okay.
So, being a passionate person, you are an advocate for your business. So that is very important.
Okay.
So once you have the passion,
Okay.
then of course, as an advocate, you will find ways. Just like I teach my kid, okay, you want this dinosaur imported from US, you don't have enough money, you find ways for it. If this dinosaur is so important to you that you have to have it, you find a way. So I feel
Okay.
this is important. So based on that, I will find a way to market, to try. But of course, it is not easy. That's why you have to persist.
Mm.
Just like I think,
Mm.
like even like singers, okay, singers like Siti Nurhaliza, she is not famous overnight. I'm sure she will have
No.
some
No.
years, no,
She went through her struggles.
yes, before she became famous. But she persisted in
Mm.
her singing.
Okay.
About it, you advocate it, and
But,
you will find your own ways to market it. And when enough people knows about it, then you become famous.
so you've given two very important formula to become successful in this business. Number one, you must be passionate about what you want to do. So
Mhm,
it's like it's your whole mission in life becomes very attached to what you love doing. So
mhm,
that's number one. Number two, just now you said you have to persist because sometimes yes, some people have that passion, but they don't have the strength to persist. They fail maybe one or twice or three times, and they start to look back at their passion and say, maybe I want to change my passion. Maybe I want to look at other things that I'm passionate about as well. Yeah. So
mhm.
what would be if you can share one more formula how to be successful in this type of business?
Uh, I think in any business now, moving forward, right, you have to be able to change very fast if needed to. And
Ah,
I won't say needed, like I would say that you need to change. You cannot just keep on one. Yes, there might be
okay.
one winning formula, but after a few years, you have to change to refresh the business a bit. So
Okay. So, okay, touching about that, how fast did you, I'm sure during the MCO, you had to shift to being online a
mm,
lot more than before the MCO. Okay. How did that process go through?
uh,
How do you go through that process?
before moving so-called online, okay, before MCO,
Mhm.
actually there were plans to move digital to digitize it really. Okay, so
Okay.
started just that there was not a big urgency in pushing it forward, and resources was not there to do it full force, of course. And when MCO,
Okay.
then we do have the resources that's available to all pump into online. So our online class started since June last year. That's the first online class.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
June we started the online classes really because everyone is at home. The kids are at home, the parents are at home,
Yeah.
and the parents is working at home, and the kids are disturbing them at home. So they said since my kids
The class have to be online. Yeah.
and I'm at home,
Okay.
I can monitor them.
Yeah. So
They have something to do,
yeah.
and just let them do it.
Ah. Yeah, and also it gives them the opportunity to also sort of be in the class while the kid is learning. They also learn the same
Mm.
principles,
Yes.
and of course that is valuable. And although you are adult or children, the money is still money. One ringgit to an adult and 1 ringgit to a kid is still 1 ringgit, right? So
Yeah. So it's and it's
good,
still
good.
mm,
Good. So the quicker you change, the better, and I think that goes through not only for your business but for any other business out there.
yes.
If we are able to change quickly and be more flexible and be more nimble,
Mm.
we will not be we will be affected, but we can also be affected in a it's an opportunity. I'm sure you previously you had students from Johor.
Mm.
Now where are your students coming from? Now that you're online.
So I have KL, Malacca, Johor, and Singapore. Also because of the lockdown,
Okay.
is
Yeah.
she came to my class. She come to my physical class. Then she started school last
Okay.
Singapore. All right, because a lot of Johorians they was sometimes study in Singapore. So then when the lockdown happens, she's stuck in Johor. I stuck in Singapore. So now I have the online classes.
Okay. So she's attending your classes online then, and that's good. Yeah, I hope not only Malaysia. Now that you are online, you can open your program worldwide, and that gives you a much more wider audience, right?
Yes, yes. Hope so. Hope so.
Okay. Just one more question. I'm curious. Of the many students that you've been having,
Mm.
is there one that stands out and tell us about that?
It will be the secondary one that is
Mm-hmm.
okay. International school boy. Mom is
Okay.
high income earner. So
Okay.
at the last year of the school, so they can get a car license. So the mom offered him that I
Okay.
pay 70,000 ringgit to buy a car for you so that you can drive to.
Right.
So the boy came to,
Okay.
because he was in my class. He said that, sir, wanted, I was offered this by my mom, but I wanted something.
Okay.
How can I convince my mom?
Something else.
Yes.
Okay.
He wanted a Honda City.
Which is not 70,000.
Okay,
Okay.
mission is to get him a car to travel to school. That's
Yes, that's the objective.
now for him, he wants more. He wants a Honda City, City. Then I asked him, okay,
Okay.
need a Honda City. What is your intention of having a Honda City? So he gave
Okay.
a lot of reasons, but eventually I found out that his reason was that a Honda City looks better when you pick up girls.
Okay. Well, adults also have that kind of problem. Okay, I like to know the end of the story. Yeah, okay.
Because his mom drive a Lexus. So the mom said, okay, I let you buy
Okay.
and and up the budget to 70,000. Now, him being
Okay.
grown up in that family has a certain perspective about money. So he is not
Expectation, yeah.
looking into, he's not looking to Vios or whatever, or even national car, because the family
Okay.
has a certain view on money already.
Standard.
Yes.
Okay.
So I told him, okay, if this is your real reason, do you think your mother will agree to you that because
Of course not.
drive to pick up girls, then you get a better car? If you cannot,
Okay.
if this is your real reason, okay, and you
Okay.
cannot convince your mom, you have to come up with a plan. Okay,
Okay.
the Honda's
Okay.
120,000. The mom is going to give you 70,000.
Okay.
The difference is 50,000. Propose to
All
her,
right.
how are you going to get that 50,000 difference for you to buy the car? And if you can convince her,
Okay.
I'm sure she can consider to let you buy, because
Agree to
only still pay 70,
that. Okay.
which is what she wanted to only.
She'll pay 70.
Yes, but you
Okay. All right.
effort to get the 50 more to get what you wanted.
Okay.
Question is that,
All
are
right.
you willing to put in that 50,000 more to plan for it? Are you willing
So,
to that
okay.
50,000 more? So
Okay.
the end of the story, he settled for a 70,000 car.
Oh, okay.
You see, sometimes your kids might give you an item that you think that it is not realistic. Don't reject them. Give them the opportunity to work
Okay.
mind. Ask them to think about it.
Okay.
They are serious about it. They will plan it and they will do it nicely for you.
Okay.
It's like adults.
So, and also if, yeah. So if they don't get it, then they know the reason.
If you want to ask a raise
So
from,
you're saying,
what must you do first? You must plan, right? You must make sure you come on time every year, every day of the year. Don't take leave. This is planning.
yeah.
And if you can do that,
Yeah.
you might get your raise. What we want is to teach them
Okay.
to have all this.
Okay. And you have to, with an employer, you have to give what extra value that, let's say you're getting X amount. So you want to tell your employer, I want X plus one. You have to also give X plus one. Then only you can get that. Otherwise, why would the employer want to be interested to raise your salary just because you want to buy extra items in your life?
Correct. So kids are the same.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
If you tell them
Okay.
no, if you tell, okay, let's say your staff asks you for pay raise, he did everything, you say no, will this staff stay with you?
Very interesting question. Very true. Very true.
That is asking you for a pay raise. Okay, it's similar, right? It's a pay raise. If you say no to your kid one time, two times, three times, four times, and along his life until 17 years old, you still say no because it is expensive. When you're 18 years old, 19 years old, what do you think will happen?
He will go out and buy whatever he wanted, although it's not logical.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good insight there. So you're not only touching financial, but it's a bit of parenting as well. That's why I like your program. It is not only the technical part of it, but the psychological part that goes behind it, that I think is very important, that parents send their kids to this kind of program to to be a better human being, because unfortunately financial literacy for some people it's second nature. I don't know, but for a lot of us it is not. It is something that has to be learned systematically, like you said just now, and has to be taught systematically, so that people understand the concept and not make mistakes in their life. Even I would say, even after learning, it doesn't mean that your financial planning is going to be perfect, right? You still will make mistakes, but
Still,
you make better mistakes.
you make more educated mistakes.
Educated mistakes. Exactly. All right.
Yeah, I'll tell parents lah.
Sorry, Ryan. I lost you. Your last sentence.
So I tell my parents, when you send your kids to this course, I cannot guarantee them that they will be wealthy, but I will
Okay.
never be poor, and they will never have financial difficulties. These are the two things I can guarantee.
All right. Yeah. I appreciate that story about that lady. She drive her Lexus.
Yes.
And of course, when you drive a car like that, that means financially you're well off, and when you want to give your kids, you want to give them the best, and she stopped at 70,000. Yeah. And if you want extra or more than that, then you have to figure it out. Which means at that level, after that, you have to think about how do you value money? How do you look at money? Yeah, so that's very interesting, and that's what parents should do. I'm not saying that if you can afford it, don't buy stuff for your kids, because after all, yeah, we work because we want to make our family members happy, and also ourselves happy. But sometimes you make a family member happy, but you are not happy. You can give that child what they want, but you're not happy because you did not teach the value of money in the process of giving them. That's a very good insight. Thank you for sharing that, and also thank you for sharing all the things that you want that you shared just now. You shared a lot during this past about half an hour that we've been together. If people want to send their children to your program, how do they do about doing that? I mean, is there a website or a phone number that you can give now so that they can do that? Okay.
See
So that's your number.
that appears on the screen now. Yeah, this is my phone number.
Okay.
Currently, we are running online classes at fixed timing. So they can always let me know the age of the child. Then we see what's the available timing of the classes available. Yeah. So everything is now conducted.
Okay, so, and you are now open for enrollment, or is there any a specific time for enrollment?
We are open anytime, because they can just come in anytime into the class and they will join, because we have currently 4 classes running already.
Okay.
Yeah. So join time and see.
All right. Okay. Okay, Ryan. I hope you don't mind if we get connected again for other topics on financial literacy. I know we can talk about money for until the cow comes home, because it's a never-ending topic. For some people, it's a mystery. For some people, they have figured out maybe half of what they should do with their personal money. But it's always a very hot topic. So we'll see you again. And again, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you, Coach, for hosting me. Hope everyone have some insights on how to teach the kids. And if there's any problem or any questions, you can always comment at the bottom of this YouTube, and you can then I can answer. All right, or you can call me, or you can WhatsApp me, directly. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Coach. Have a great day. Take care.
Okay.